Some very useful tips for a freehand sketch. What is a sketch? A sketch is a rough or unfinished drawing or painting, often made to assist in the making a more finished picture. Tips for freehand sketches. For tip number 1, orient the paper in a comfortable position. Do not tape or fix the paper on the drawing board. Very important. Mark the end point of the line to be sketched. By that we mean, for example, you want to draw a line from here to this point. Draw a line like that. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Determine the most comfortable method to create the line, such as drawing from left to right, right to left, or draw either away from your body or towards your body. What this means, some person might draw from left to right, or from left to right, or from right to left. Some person might draw away from their body, away from their body, or towards their body, So you may draw from left to right, or from right to left. You may draw away from your body, or you may draw towards your body. Determine which position is comfortable for you and use that one. Relax your hand on the rest of your body. Use the edge of your paper or table as guide for making straight lines. By this they mean, say for example, you wish to draw some straight lines here. You can use the edge of your drawing table, the edge of your paper. Use the edge of that to get those lines straight. Yeah, so we'll be using the edge of the paper as a guide. All right, that's one. Next tip: hold the pencil lightly at a little distance away from the point. And yes, it's good to hold the pencil away, very light. And when drawing curve, always use this section here. So we go like this, light, and we curve around like this. Say for example, I wish to draw a curve. That point first, I would sort of trace the part. I would move over the part before I draw. Then I would create that. Yeah. Say I want another curve from here to here. So I first. So the movement here is like the pivot point. Ensure the pencil is some distance away. The point is some distance away. So first, it's always good to start to move your pencil over it before start marking. All right. Say I want that arc here. So I pretty much. Say I want to arc to these 3 points, 2, 3 points. So I pretty much start here. I need to be mindful of the other point that I'm using. Yeah. Then I flex this. Alright. It's pretty much that for that. Next tip states that you're to use the back of your finger, yes, as a guide. Yeah. When drawing vertical line, movements should be in your shoulder. Yes. So in that case, you move over remove our entire shoulder. All right, so we here movements is in the shoulder, not in the wrist. All right. Always ensure that the correct ratio and the proportion of sides is maintained, and this is critical, very very important. What do we mean by that? Say for example this figure, looking at this figure, or let me use a different figure. Okay, let's use this figure for example. Look at this drawing, right? This side is 50 millimeters, this side is 100, here is 20, right? When we're drawing that, the first step would be to establish our horizontal and vertical datum line. Next would be our radiating lines, which should be at 30 degrees or whatever angle you choose to use. Now the next thing is to mark off your total width, total length, and height. Based on this, the width is half the distance of the length, yes, while the height is just less than half the length of the side. It means therefore, if I choose to use this distance from here, from this point to this point as my width, this side must be approximately 2 times, yeah? So the ratio and the proportion must be maintained. This point should be somewhere here, as this is 50 and this is 100. It means therefore that this side is 2 times that distance. In like manner, the height, we always mark height off on the vertical line. So this height is 20. This is 20. 20 is just less than half this distance. So for that I would use here. Yes? So that's basically what that is saying. The next rule states that always ensure that correct, use very light lines to form the shape, then brighten lines to complete the outline to the desired shape. Very important. Here is exactly what we're talking about. So our objective is to generate this shape. However, we must first get the overall length, width, and height, create a solid, then cut out or mark out where we intend to brighten up, then brighten up that section, or remove where we don't want. It's important to note that we do not erase our construction lines. Your construction line should be very pale. It should be pale enough that it doesn't compete with the outline, or it is visible enough for it to be captured on the camera if you're going to upload it to Zoom or to some other platform. It should be bright enough for it to be visible then. Yeah? And also the outline. The outline should be bright, bold. There should be a clear distinction between your construction line, which should be pale, and your outline. Alright? Very important. This one is saying that it's pretty much what I was doing before. Always draw the complete block first. Well, yeah. Okay, so let us draw this, the figure that I was, let us generate this figure. All right.